Welcome to Autumn Leaves. My name is Kristen and I'll be your tour guide for the next few minutes. This video is for applicants considering a caregiving position with our company. Millions of Americans have Alzheimer's or other forms of dementia, and unfortunately those numbers are growing. Those who commit to careers in this industry have a great chance at job stability, and while there are many companies to work for, here's the reasons why we believe that Autumn Leaves stands apart. Our 4 best practices. We believe in family first. What does this mean? In addition to being family-owned and operated, we believe our entire community operates as a family unit. When we all work together, we all succeed. There's no such thing as "that's not my job." Everyone works together for a common goal. Secondly, we have a singular focus. All of our residences are solely committed to caring for men and women with various forms of dementia and Alzheimer's. Just a short generation ago, very little was known about Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia. As experts in dementia care, we look at everything, from the design of our rug patterns to the way that we redirect and calm our residents. Everything that we do here is to support those with memory loss. The third best practice is strong roots. This refers to a deep sense of accountability for our actions. Not only are we accountable to the state and local authorities, but also to our residents, their families, and to one another. Finally, we believe that memories matter. We work hard and we communicate to preserve the memories of our residents at each community. At Autumn Leaves, we refer to each residence as a community. Within each community, the team is led by an executive director who's responsible for the overall success and the well-being and safety of our residents and staff. There's also a director of sales and marketing who is responsible for providing information to prospective family members. The Director of Healthcare, along with the Med Tech, ensures that all of our residents receive the proper medications at the right time and the correct dosage. The Life Engagement Manager plans activities that keep our residents engaged. There's an Administrative Manager who connects families with staff and home office. The Culinary Managers and cooks provide nutritious and delicious meals for our residents. Our housekeepers ensure that the community is neat and tidy. Our maintenance team is responsible for everything from light bulbs to outdoor landscaping. And that brings us to the role that you're considering, the caregiver. Our residents are dependent on others. Their families have reached the point where they can no longer provide the constant care that is necessary. It's up to you, the caregiver, to provide the safety, the warmth, and the comfort that these residents are looking for. The men and women living at Autumn Leaves are victims of a disease that they cannot control. Their family members might feel lost, helpless, confused, or indifferent. But your role is to be the caregiver. You are the one person who can make it all right today. Are you up for it? Can you do it? Today we're going to follow Sonia, a caregiver at Autumn Leaves, through a typical workday. The problem is, there is no typical workday. Let's take a look.
Well, I'm Sonia Foreman, and I've been a caregiver with Autumn Leaves for over 10 years now. When I get up in the morning, the thoughts are going through my mind, I'm gonna get up this morning and I'm gonna make this the best day I can for everyone, because my job is to go take care of the residents, so that's what I'm gonna do. I might not have woke up on the right side of the bed this morning, but when I get to work, whatever was going on at home, when I walk through the door, I'm not gonna think about it, and I don't think about it. It's important to be on time. People are waiting for you to get there. They have the report to give you. They want to tell you what happened that night before, so when you get in there, you'll be ready to take care of that resident. They're really counting on you. Usually after we clock in, we have a team huddle. We talk about what's going on that day, who slept that night, who was agitated. You wouldn't know until you just walked into the room, and then you just faced with it then. But if you have a team huddle, everybody knows what's going on. I'll look on the schedule and see whose shower day it is, and then I'll go to their room, knock on their door, and tell them good morning, and I'll let them know, today is your bath day. Some of them are happy about it and some of them are not. But if you talk to them for a little while, usually they'll cooperate with you. If you have 3 people to get a shower that morning, then you have 3 loads of clothes probably to wash for those people that day. So you wash their clothes and you dry them, you hang them, and you take them right back to their rooms, put them back in their rooms. It's part of the job every day, to take them in, to get their showers and stuff every day. When I go into the room to help them get dressed and stuff, I go in there and I ask them what they want to wear. If they know how to pick it out, I let them pick it out, and then if they don't, I'll just I'll look in the closet and pick out the clothing, or I can look at a picture and see something that may be their favorite color, and I'll dress them in that color and stuff. Make them feel comfortable and loved and pretty, because they'll look in the mirror and say, oh, is that me? And then they're happy. I know I made their day. So I think about my parents, what I would do for my parents if they were, at Autumn Leaves. After I get the resident dressed, I'll make the bed, because I don't really like to leave the room in a mess. I'll get them dressed and take them where they need to go. Then I come back and I make up the bed, make sure everything is cleaned up. Because when they come back, I always tell them, when you come back to your room, you're gonna have a clean bed and your room is gonna be clean. And they always smile, because that's what I like, that's what I'm gonna do for them. Because sometimes you have someone that might go in their room and they look at the bed and they just take everything off and throw it on the floor, or they might go through their drawers and take all the clothes out, and they might go in the closet and take all the clothes out the closet and stack them on the bed because they say they're going home. And you will have to go back in there and rehang all those clothes, remake that bed up, and put everything back in place. And if you have to do it all day long, then you have to do it all day long. Doing things over and over is just part of the job, because that's their home. So we have to take care of it. A lot of lifting, because you have, people in the wheelchairs and stuff. Their knees are weak, their legs are weak, they're not strong enough that day to do it. If they need some help, we just let them know, whatever you need. It's gonna be the whole 8 hours that you're at work. You're going to be lifting. That's why they're there, because they need our help. You're gonna have to do this all day long, even if you're tired. You still have to take them to the restroom. You still have to help them. The person you take to the restroom might have poop in their britches, and you have to clean them up. You have to put on your gloves. You have to take them to the restroom. You have to clean everything up, make sure they're clean. So when they come back out, it's like nothing never happened, and they're comfortable. And nobody knows what happened but you and that person that was in the restroom. You have to clean them up. If you can't do this, you can't take them to the restroom and clean up the poop, then this might not be the place for you, because it happens all the time. Sometimes they swear at you, they might hit you, they might spit at you, they might kick you, but you just have to just take a deep breath, because they're not responsible. They're not responsible for what they're doing. It's the disease that's doing it. And most of the time, if we get someone new there, I just tell them, we'll just take a deep breath, step back, take a deep breath, go outside for 5 minutes and stuff, and just pull yourself together, if that's what it takes and stuff, and then come back. Because when you come back, they might not even act the same way. It's a totally different person. Sometimes you just have to just keep reassuring them that you're gonna be there for them, because sometimes they look around and they see other family members, there with someone, and they wondering, well, where's my family member? And I always tell them, well, I'm your family member, They say, well, yeah, you can be my daughter. I say, okay, I'm your daughter. I'm gonna come take care of you every day, and if you feel sad or you think no one's coming to see you, you just come to me and you can just give me a hug. Just come hug me, because believe me, your hug's gonna make me feel better. Sometimes when a family member comes in and the resident is not doing the same thing they used to do before, they kind of get upset about it. And then you have to sit down and try to talk to them that, it's part of their disease, that every day is not going to be the same. Some days they're going to be able to feed themselves or dress themselves, and one day you come in, they might not be able to do it that day at all. If we can come in and, as a team and talk about the funny stuff, we know we're going to have a hard day, but if we talk about the funny stuff, I see a lot of the coworkers, they relax more. They relax a whole lot more, and the day goes better. I enjoy what I'm doing, and I just wish that it was more people that did it, really wanted to do it. They think they want to do it, and it takes a lot out of you emotionally. It takes a lot. So you have to be ready, just go home. You be stressed out sometime, but I get up the next day and I come back at it again because I know they need me, so that's what I'm gonna do. It's hard, but if it's not for you, and if you can't do it every day, all day long, and sometimes, you lose a lot of residents and you get sad about it because they come like your family, and you see them every day, because most of the time the caregivers are the first person they're gonna see in the morning, last person they're gonna see at night. You get really close to them. They're like family. They really are.
Being a caregiver is absolutely not for someone who's just looking for a paycheck or just looking to get by. There has to be heart, there has to be compassion. Some days can be really rough, and some days it can feel like a really thankless job. But at the end of the day, when you get that hug or that smile from that resident, it really makes it all worth it. The caregiver role is in great demand, but it's not for everyone. Do you have what it takes?